What if I told you that the best revenge isn't revenge at all? It's becoming the man she never thought you could be. It's rising from heartbreak, stronger, sharper, and more focused than ever. Because the truth is, you don't make her regret losing you by begging. You don't win her back by chasing. You make her regret it by becoming the version of yourself that no longer needs her validation. This isn't about bitterness. It's about growth, self-respect, and letting your transformation speak louder than your pain. In this video, I'm going to break down exactly how to shift the power, take your energy back, and become unforgettable. Not for her, but for yourself. Let's get into it. 1. Disappear completely. Let silence speak louder than words. You want to make her regret losing you? Then your first move is no move at all. Silence is power. And the moment you go quiet, everything changes. No texts, no late night "how are you" messages, no liking her stories, no watching her posts, no breadcrumbs on social media for her to follow. You vanish fully. Because when you disappear, something unexpected happens. She starts to wonder. She starts to question. Why hasn't he reached out? Did he really move on? Was I not as important as I thought? That's silence. It creates a vacuum. And in that vacuum, her mind fills in the blanks. With regret, with curiosity, with fear. When you were always there, always responding, always available. She knew where you stood. You were predictable, safe, easy to take for granted. But when you disappear, you break the pattern. You shift the power. And now she's the one left wondering. Let her feel the void of your absence. Let her sit with the echo of your silence. Let her realize just how much noise you brought into her life. Noise she might never hear again. Because sometimes the loudest message you can send is sent in complete silence. 2. Upgrade in silence. Let your growth be the loudest thing about you. If you really want to make her regret losing you, don't talk about how you're changing. Show it quietly. Start hitting the gym, sharpen your mind, build your income, reinvent yourself. Not out of spite, but out of self-respect. But here's the key. Don't announce it to the world. Don't post it. Don't flaunt it. Let your evolution happen in the shadows. Because the most powerful transformation is the one that speaks for itself. One day she'll scroll through social media or hear from a friend and realize you didn't fall apart. You leveled up. And you didn't need her to do it. That moment, that quiet realization, it hits harder than any argument or breakup text. She thought you'd stay stuck, but you became the man she never believed you could be. And the truth is, nothing haunts someone more than watching you become everything they wanted after they walked away. So upgrade in silence and let success make all the noise. 3. Become unreachable. The version of you she once had easy access to, he doesn't exist anymore. You're no longer the guy who answers her texts at midnight, entertains emotional breadcrumbs, or sticks around just to feel needed. That version of you, the one who waited, hoped, and stayed available, is gone for good. Now you've leveled up. You've created distance. Not out of spite, but out of self-respect. No more casual conversations. No more just checking in calls. No more being her emotional safety net when things don't work out with someone else. When she reaches out and realizes you're no longer there, that your energy is focused elsewhere, that she's lost the privilege of access to you, that's when the regret kicks in. You don't have to block her. You just have to stop being available to the version of her that took you for granted. Make her feel your absence so deeply that silence becomes louder than anything you ever said. 4. Let her see you winning. You don't need to flaunt it. You don't need to post flashy photos or pretend to be something you're not. But you do need to evolve, and let your evolution speak louder than your ego ever could. When she sees you rising, when she sees you focused, disciplined, and building something real, that's when it hits. Because here's the truth. Nothing makes someone regret losing you more than watching you become everything they couldn't see in you while you were theirs. You're not chasing attention. You're chasing growth. You're not stuck in the past. You're building a future so powerful, she'll wonder how she ever fit into it. She might not say it out loud, but she'll feel it in silence. That knot in her stomach when she realizes you're now the man she always wanted, but no longer needs her. So don't speak revenge. Live it. Let your progress become the loudest thing she hears, because winning silently is louder than anything words could say. 5. Let her hear about you, but not from you. One of the most powerful things you can do after a breakup is go silent and let your progress speak for itself. Don't flood her inbox with updates. Don't post for validation. Instead, make sure she hears about your glow-up through the grapevine, through mutual friends, social media connections, or even in passing conversation. Let her find out you've been hitting the gym, that you've started a new business, that you're traveling, growing, evolving. Let her hear that your energy's different, that you've leveled up. Because when she hears it from someone else, it hits different. It creates mystery, it builds curiosity, and most of all, it makes her realize that you're becoming the man she never thought you'd become without her. And deep down, the man she secretly feared you'd become. Because now, you're no longer under her influence. This is how regret creeps in, not through confrontation, but through quiet transformation. So don't tell her you've changed. Let her discover it. That's when it stings the most. 6. Become harder, colder, better. Let's be real. Heartbreak hurts, but it's also one of the most powerful sources of fuel you'll ever have. You can either let it break you, or let it build you. Use the pain as motivation. Let the silence fuel your hustle. Take all that energy you were pouring into her and reinvest it into yourself. Start with your body. Hit the gym like a man on a mission, not for revenge, not for validation, but to rebuild discipline, confidence, and strength. Level up your income, your goals, your mindset. Make moves so undeniable that your growth becomes loud, even in silence. Because here's what she didn't expect. She thought you'd spiral. She thought you'd beg. She thought you'd need her. But instead you elevated, and that's what stings the most. Women do regret losing men they once thought they'd outgrow, especially when he becomes the version of himself she never believed he could be. So don't waste time trying to prove your worth to her. Prove it to yourself, and let the new you be a reminder that she lost a man who turned his pain into power. 7. Upgrade your image. Become unrecognizable in the best way. One of the most powerful moves you can make after a breakup. Level up your look. Not for her. Not to win a breakup, but to reconnect with the strongest, sharpest version of yourself. The man she probably never expected you to become. Start with the basics. Get a fresh haircut that actually flatters your face. Invest in clothes that fit well, elevate your style, and show you care about yourself. Work on your posture. Walk into a room like you know your worth, even if you're still rebuilding it inside. Because here's the secret most men don't realize. Women are visual creatures, and after a breakup, they don't always reach out. But they're watching. They'll scroll through your new photos, Zoom in, analyze, compare. And when she sees that new version of you, the confident walk, the fresh energy, the look in your eyes that says, "I'm good with or without you," that's when it hits her. She didn't just lose a man, she lost this man. The glow-up hurts more than silence, because she'll start to wonder if the best version of you was always there, just waiting to be seen. So upgrade your image, not to get her back, but to remind her what she lost, and more importantly, to remind yourself of what you're truly capable of. 8. Show zero reaction. This is where most guys mess up. She posts that seductive photo, the one clearly meant to get your attention. She sends a "just checking in" text, maybe even a flirty emoji. And what do most men do? They bite. They react. They validate her need for control. But not you, not anymore. When you show no reaction, no likes, no replies, no little green light of availability, it does something far more powerful than anger ever could. It confuses her. It shakes her confidence. Because silence, indifference, that hurts more than any harsh word. She starts to wonder, did he move on? Does he not care anymore? Wait, was I not as special as I thought? This is where the tables turn. Your calm disinterest is a mirror. It reflects back everything she tried to project onto you. Power, control, emotional leverage, and shows her it no longer works. Remember, a man who is unbothered is dangerous. He's not trying to prove anything. He's not chasing closure. He's not waiting for validation. He's focused, evolving, out of reach. So don't fall for the bait, because when you give her nothing to react to, she's left alone with her thoughts. And that's where the regret starts to grow. 9. Never take her back out of weakness. If she comes back, it should never be because you're desperate, not because you're lonely at night, not because you miss the comfort, and definitely not because you're craving temporary pleasure. When a woman walks away, something broke. Trust, loyalty, respect. And if she decides to return, she doesn't just slide back into your life like nothing happened. She earns her place. She proves her intentions. She matches your new energy. A man who takes her back out of fear, fear of being alone, fear of not finding better, ends up right where he started, stuck. But a man who sets the standard, who knows his worth, he doesn't just give out second chances. He makes her realize that coming back now means stepping into a whole new version of him. A version with boundaries, with purpose, with self-respect. So don't take her back because your heart is aching. Take her back only if it aligns with the man you've become. Because if you accept her out of weakness, she'll never see you as strong again. 10. Attract someone better, and let silence speak loudest. One of the most powerful moves you can make after a breakup isn't to chase, it's to upgrade. Not just emotionally, but romantically. Attract someone who is not only more beautiful on the outside, but softer, more feminine, more aligned with your values. Someone who sees your worth without needing to be reminded. But here's the key. Don't broadcast it. No dramatic posts. No "look at me now" captions. Just live confidently, quietly, fully. Because women are competitive by nature, whether they admit it or not, and nothing haunts her more than realizing she's been replaced by someone who not only matches your glow-up, but amplifies it. You don't have to rub it in her face. The silence will do that for you. She'll scroll, she'll wonder, and the unanswered questions will speak louder than anything you could say. This isn't about being petty. This is about being powerful. You leveled up, and now she's left behind. At the end of the day, making her regret losing you isn't about revenge. It's not about games, manipulation, or trying to win her back. It's about winning yourself back. It's about using the pain as fuel, letting go of the version of you that needed her approval, and stepping into the man who doesn't just attract love, but commands respect. When you stop chasing, when you stop needing validation, when you truly start living for yourself, that's when the regret hits her. Not because you tried to make her feel it, but because you became undeniable. So remember this, you don't prove your worth by looking back. You prove it by moving forward with power, purpose, and peace. Now go be that man.